It is energy, and energy is driven by emotion. Money goes where money is supposed to go. Here you are, and you're looking gorgeous. You know that, right? Today you made it here, and that means you already won the first victory of the day, showing up. And that's how I look at it. I have already won the first race for the day. I showed up. I am here with you. I come and I told you I'll be here, and there I am. And the thing is showing up that gives us success. It's not doing it one time and getting a big, amazing result and then never coming back. But showing up consistently daily makes the difference. So today's mantra for you to take with you: I love my life and I embrace joy. Say it 3 times slowly. I love my life. Put a little emotions in it. Feel a tinkling going through your body. And I embrace joy. And you are going to say, Tessa-Marie, today there is no joy in my life. Yes, there is. Sometimes the joy is a tiny seed that we have to, like that little spark, and you want fire. You have to blow on it. Joy is there. It's up to us to see it. Sometimes we see the heavy things in life, and then today we forget to look for the tiny joy. So you embrace, I love my life. You better love it, because that's the only damn life you have. You're not going to get a second one. So I decide to make I love my life. I'll make it a mantra, and I embrace joy. So let us look at today's blessing. It's about a truth many overlook. I don't normally do financial morning blessings often, but when everybody is going through what we are going through in the world today, with this and that, and we have the situation with all the different aggravations that are just being destroying companies and countries and affecting humans, people talk, people send notes, and they're feeling it. And one of the things we must remember, your financial prosperity needs emotional prosperity. It will not grow without emotional prosperity. And if your emotional prosperity is weak, your finances will take in a blow. We talked a little bit about impulse shopping yesterday. Finances are not just numbers on a page. They are energy. And energy is driven by emotion. That's what happens. Financials are not just information you put on a page, numbers on a page. It is energy. And energy is driven by emotion. Money goes where money is supposed to go. So sometimes we look at money and we think, oh, money is bad. That's an emotion you're putting on it. Oh, money goes where money is. Yeah, that's true. Money goes where money is love. Human goes where humans are loved. Humans go where they are cherished. So make sure you understand that. We go where we are loved and cherished, and money will stay there. I told you many times about the Japanese proverb, Japanese man telling Yuko and I about that. So finances needs emotion. The emotion to drive it to be saved. The emotion when you speak about it. Which emotion are you sending towards your money? The emotion of I'll never be enough. I'll never have sufficient money to reach my bills. And because, as you know, our strongest emotion is our most negative emotion. Our emotion that is propelling and pushing and purposeful, we do not apply it. And when somebody does, we criticize them, especially when it has to be money. All you think about is money. Yes, that is one of the things you hear me think about. That's what you respond, because I need it so I can live a fulfilled life. You can have a balanced emotion, mental, physical, spiritual, and you're sitting there with no money because emotionally you're not driving it. You're not putting power to it. You're not accepting it. You're not loving it. You're not looking at it with, I have $50, instead of saying I only have $50. Our words are the prophecies of our life. What we speak is what we get. It does not come in any other way. Whatever we say, whether we say it for ourselves or towards others, we still get it. Speak power to your money and do not be afraid or ashamed or feel boastful when you say, I love having money. And if somebody says to you, all you want to talk about is money, no. I want to talk about my health. I want to talk about my emotion. But I need money so I can live a fulfilled life. So which one of you here in the comments, tell me which one of you is afraid to state that you want money? Money needs emotion. That emotion of, I don't want money, money is it. And fold your arms. I just want to be comfortable. Comfort means sitting in an airplane and your knees are not underneath your chin, right? But you need money to go from coach to the next level. So when you sit and you're like this in a plane for no reason, just because you're afraid to spend money or because you do not have it, that emotion follows you. It's like a cloud. When you step out into the world and you have prayed and you've worked and you have done everything for God to bless you according to what we do, universe, more money, more, and we have it and we hide it. And you wonder why when people look at you, they don't see your gloss. They don't see your shine. Because you're not shining through what you already own. At the end of the day, if you're a salesperson and you sell, you bless that. You look at your accounts and you bless it. This is why your emotional prosperity is the fertilizer for your financial prosperity. No matter what you think, if you're anxious and you're careless or disconnected emotionally, your financial pillar will suffer. But when you pour purpose and passion and belief into your financial goals, you activate abundance. It doesn't matter where you are standing now. It is as it is. You cannot change where you are financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. You cannot do any of that. You can't change it, but you can start working on it. The emotional pillar is about awareness, resilience, and vibrational alignment. That's what it is. Emotions is about your resilience. You know what? I can fight through this. I will swallow the critics of that supervisor. Because you see, like my boss said to me once a long time ago, he said, Tessa-Marie, you know why I'm taking all that shit? And he picked up 2 pictures, one of his son, one of his daughter. He said, because of them, I have to educate them. So I have to have sufficient money to help them to have a better life than I did. And that resonated with me. And I always remembered when my one manager we had, her name was Heather Pritchard. I don't care if she finds out. This lady, one other woman was working with us and she said, oh my God, she's going to be the new manager. As soon as she comes, she's going to have me transferred, her, because we don't get along. And she would bring in her friend to do what I do. It didn't mean anything to me. So anyway, I remembered it though. She came and she brought her friend and that woman was transferred out. And we were financial planners doing business for them. And one day she came and she said, ladies and gentlemen, financial advisors, you are no longer going to give your files to be put away and to be checked by Margaret. You have to file it, give it to me, do all of that. Well, everybody went in uproar. Me with my little chocolate face, I just stood back. I didn't say anything. I don't care. But when I get there, you could tell me to mop the floor, knock yourself out. So anyway, I had the better idea in my back of my mind. I didn't make a fuss with that lady. And everybody came to me and said, you're not saying anything? I said, no, I have nothing to say. I said, when I arrive here at 8 o'clock in the morning, whatever they ask me to do, I'm going to do it. So, but I thought, if she realizes what she just said, just because her friend is more forceful than her, I don't want to fight for them. So anyway, I decided I'm filing, and the filing stations are right next to her office. Her door is open, and one of the young other ones come up and say, "Oh, you're filing?" "I'm not filing." I looked at her, I said, "You know what, Thelma? I don't care what they do. With all that brain they have at TD Bank, all that degree, all those degrees and power and attitude they have up there at the tower, if they decide they want to pay me that kind of income to do a $15 an hour job, who am I to fight?" I said, "No, I don't care what I do when I come here." I said, "I can bring in $5 million worth of business, but if she thinks it's the best thing for, and she can hear me, for us to do is to file, I can spend 2 hours filing. I don't care." She heard. The next day she called the meeting and she said it is ridiculous, and she changed it. But that's what I mean. We can let our emotions do something for us or to us. So we have to learn to use our emotions in a better way. Ask yourself, what emotions do I attach to money? Fear and excitement or guilt? What I could have done is continue to be like them. They were like sheep without a rudder when they were so upset. I didn't give a shit. Recognize that emotions are not enemies. They're signals, and you need to know how to harness them. The negative emotions around money drain you. They whisper, "It's not possible," or "not at this time in history." Positive emotion create fuel. They declare, "Yes, it is possible. Yes, I can. Yes, I will." And you just keep doing a little of it. You do not have to let your emotion carry you. I could have done that in that case. What would it have done? I was the most expensive salary there at the time. What would they have done? Make my life more miserable. I just played a game. I used my brain to find a way out of that without breathing. I just said, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I remember when Colin and I worked in some branch we were in, and the roof was leaking. I am there in high heels and a mopping the floor. And so one of the customers said to me, "You're mopping the floor?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "You shouldn't be doing that." I said, "Of course not, but I do it at home and nobody pays me, so why not do it here? I get paid for doing this." You have to be able to look at things as they are. So yes, it's possible to put your emotion in the right way when it comes to money. I'm telling you, your boss is yelling at you, screaming at you. This is not the time to yell and scream and tell him where to go in a handbasket. Reflection and pause. Close your eyes when you've come to that moment. Picture a financial goal you've been holding. I need that money to educate my children. In the middle of them lambasting you. Now wrap it up in joy. You're visualizing getting your check and gratitude. Imagine sending those emotions into that goal, that sunlight, into the seed. What it is you want to do with your money, that's what you have to. If they're pushing you out of it, they're making it difficult, they're challenging, they're putting pressure on you. But you have a dream, you have a goal. You need to feed it with joy. You need to rise above their negative attitude. Do not take it and tie it to that and respond. The minute we respond to the person who is responsible for writing the check, whether they write it physically or they have a direction to stop that check to come to you, you have to breathe, relax, and that too shall pass. It shall pass. Linking to the financial pillar. Your financial pillar of prosperity is about building stability, security, and freedom. Money gives you a certain amount of freedom so you can do the things you like to do and have experiences you wouldn't normally have if you didn't have that kind of income or money. Even if all you make is a $36,000 a year job, there's still less that is earned by others. Remember that. But it doesn't stand alone. It thrives only when fed by your other pillars. Emotional prosperity, you will save half-heartedly. You will do that. Think of emotional prosperity. Yes, you know what? No, I'm not doing this. You're putting your emotion in check. You're tempted to do something, to buy another one, and your hand is going towards the tap, click and tap, and you pull back. No. I need to save that so we can have a really great Christmas in 3 months. What about your mental prosperity? You won't create a strategy if you're off. My strategy now is for you not to spend money in craziness, Because in December, you will need to have meals to feed the people you live with or to buy a gift for someone. So you have to watch emotionally what you're doing now. Without physical prosperity, stress and neglect will sabotage your work. So you cannot work. You have to take care of your physical health so that you can show up. You can go to work. You have to prepare for the winter. We know that's when we get the germs. What herb or spices you can do to have ready for that sore problem? I have a sore throat, I can't come to work. Is that going to be a mark against you? Maybe. Are you going to go there and spread the germs with everybody because you want? You see what I mean? So physically you have to be fit. I was telling Colleen, this coming months I will get ginger. I'll grate it together with garlic, tons of garlic. Put it in a jar, a mason jar. Pour honey into it, stir it up, and put it on the fridge. When the sore throat comes, when the chill comes, you take a spoonful of that, either eat it and chew it, or you take it and you add hot water and a tea bag to it and you sit and you sip it. Some people will put some brandy in it, whatever. So it's getting yourself prepared now so the winter sees you coming prepared. That is life, that is financial savings, because you can't go to work, you might lose money, or you don't have time off for sick leave, you might have to give it up in vacation. Money, it's all about your money. Spiritual prosperity, you feel empty when the numbers look good. Right? You feel like, even when the numbers look good, you're feeling empty. Even, it's not enough. Half a cup, only $10. Only I have overdraft. My son, you cannot feel empty when the cup is half full. You have to believe there is half a cup. All I need is another half. And that is where the emotion pushes it up to get it there. So financial prosperity is not a cold pursuit. It is deeply emotional. It is about what matters most to you, your family, your dreams, and your future. That is what financial prosperity is about. So you see, when somebody comes to me for coaching on financial stuff, I listen so intently that I find out it has nothing to do with a financial situation. It's usually one of the other pillars that are tapped out. It's not financial, but it reflects in financial. And financial is the one we see the most. We don't see our emotion causing havoc in our life. We don't believe our mental state and stress and anxiety is going to create havoc in our life. We don't believe being spiritually afraid of money is going to create havoc in our life. But we certainly don't see the physical absent from work is creating havoc in our life. We forget that. And as soon as the crash comes, something is happening, or it's finance. It's maybe your emotional behavior towards money. It is your mental behavior towards money. This is the word that can kill you and cause you to get into problems with money. Tessa-Marie, I deserve this. I'm going to buy it because I deserve it. Really? Is that the only reason you're buying it? What about I'm buying it because it's something we need? It's not a one. It's not another this and another that. In the old days, they'll say they'll tell you to buy a piece of gold instead of buying a garment. They'll say that it's just going to end up being rags, but the gold will grow. You understand the difference? That's the older people speaking, generational speaking, older, long ago. Things that we are looking at now and questioning, is that possible? They said it. All the material things end up being rags. The only thing that counts at the end, they believed in those days, was gold. So you have to see. So when you come to me about financial problems, I listen to you and I look to see what is spiritually wrong with you. Because it's the one we ponder with fear and judgment and what others will think of us. It is the pillar we store fear, judgment, and beliefs about money. We also look to this pillar for hope, but we're confusing the pillar. We believe in the power outside of us which will come to our rescue and save us from disaster. We hide our fear of punishment from the God we believe we walk on, whose toe we are walking. We quote things from the Bible that tells us, oh, money is evil. And we go through life believing that. So you see, when your finances is shaky, stop looking at what you don't have in your account. Look at what is there. Whether it is overdraft or a credit card is all the access you have to getting something, be grateful for it. Bless the credit card. And when it's time to pay it with a joyful heart. I got to use it. You might have had to use the credit card to get medication for one of your children. Be happy you were able to do that. The overdraft came because something you had to pay and things get messy, but you had the overdraft. So you see, even when all you have is a credit facility, you should still be able to be grateful, because in doing that, you're feeding it. It is the fertilizer, the emotion. You say, you know what, I'm so happy I had this. See, the emotion you have to put in there. So let us walk through how each pillar supports your financial goal. Emotional prosperity beliefs. It fuels discipline. When you feel abundant, you act abundant. You know, it is the belief, and it fuels the discipline. My cousin's brother said to me yesterday, you're so extremely disciplined. But it satisfies me. It helps me. It puts me in a position where I love how I feel, the emotional. I came there and I feel joy. I share me. I share the ceramics. I share this. I talk to you about what I do. So that is what fuels my emotion, and that kind of energy. When I step into the world, that goes out with me. Physical prosperity. Health sustains wealth. We just talked about it. What are you going to make sure you have prepared? Some hot soup maybe? Make bowls of soup. Get all the cabbage and the carrots, whatever the leeks they have now. Add some beef bones or beef to it, onion, garlic, salt, and pepper. And make a soup and put them in bowls. And on the day when things are cold and chilly, you pour one in a thing and you heat it up and you sit and you have it with a piece of toast. So preparation to keep you feeling good. Just saying, I'm so cranky. Get that soup. You had the chance all through fall to do that. You need the energy to work, to save, to invest, and enjoy what you have earned. Physical prosperity. Health sustains wealth. Mental prosperity. Clarity creates confidence. A clear plan reduces stress and helps you figure it out when challenges arise. When you have a plan to study, to do something, to acquire something, clarity creates confidence. I have a plan. A clear plan reduces stress. It's like, think about you being that leaf in the fall. The leaf is on the tree. The west wind has blown it off the branch. It is flying, and the east wind is sending it south, and the north wind is bringing it back south. And it's going, that poor leaf is abused. It had no plan. It didn't know where it was going. It cannot help it. It's a strange analogy. But it's like you are with a leaf in the wind. You have no control. And the wind is blowing you everywhere. No plan, no control. Although they say when you have no plan, you plan to fail. Purpose. Spiritual prosperity, purpose gives you meaning. More money without meaning is empty. Spirit reminds you why you strive in the first place. It does. And scripture tells you it's great. Give God his and give the government theirs. Don't be angry that you have to pay for certain things and the government gets taxes. The roads you're walking on, the water you drink that is nice and clear here in Toronto and Canada, the children that goes to school from junior kindergarten to grade 8, the $10 a day daycare, you know, the times, the free swimming and all these government programs they have. So this is what we have to do. These are the things we have to remember to be spiritually thankful for. Financial prosperity stabilizes and brings freedom. With the other four pillars feeding it, finance become a tool, not a trap. It's a tool. It's something to use. Money must circulate. Call to action. Take away the limiting beliefs, not possible now. The world is too unstable. It can't be done. These are limiting. This is the time to rise. Push your emotion to the top. Surround your financial goals with words, actions, and belief. I can do it. Sooner or later, the world will stabilize again. Believe you can reach the mountain top if you just put yourself into it. Believe your dream is worth the energy and it is something you need to fight for every day. Believe abundance is waiting when you align emotion with action. I will be able to do it, Tessa-Marie. I can do it. I know I can. Ask yourself, what financial goal is most important to me right now? Do you know what goal you would like to achieve right now? What emotion is it more difficult? Do I need to pour into it today? Is it joy? Is it determination? Is it courage? Is it confidence? Is it gratitude? Or is it peace? Which one I need to pour into it today? What small step can I take this week to align my emotion and my finances? Pause here and journal in a quiet reflection. Write your affirmation. With faith, with purpose, and with joy, I strengthen both my emotional and financial pillars of prosperity. It's important for us to know that. So, my blessing to you today, may your emotional pillar rise strong from wherever it is. May your financial pillar stand secure. May the 5 pillars together carry you into a life of fulfillment. And that is what you need. So I send that to you with light, joy, love, and wisdom. Because we can do it. Our finances, and today is Tuesday. You will hear on the news that everything is expensive. But there is always a little place, there is something somewhere that can do it. Or you already have something that you can use in the pantry, in the freezer. So before you shop at this grocery store, shop at your house. When you cannot find the money to buy something, empty everything in the freezer on the counter and check them out. You'll find you have more chicken parts, except you might be missing a heart to make the chicken a whole chicken. Look in the cupboard for the rice and all what you have already before you go out and give more money. Start at home. Put emotion into doing the things to feel better so your finances can work. So thank you so much for coming and listening to me on this long thing. And to those of you who... If you're looking for someone to be a speaker at any of your events that you're planning, get in touch with me. My email address is right here. And you can contact me, and I would love to give you more about making life choices to you or any of the topic on living a fulfilled life. Have a great day.